Hi everybody, this is going to be kind of like a screwed up episode. I'm a bit sad today. I don't read news. I think I've mentioned that before. I don't read news, I don't follow news anywhere. But then you get the news secondhand anyway these days because of the social media. So I got this news from Facebook as well that Notre Dame caught fire. And I thought it was a hoax because that's the kind of thing that people use as hoax because this is a very well-known building. But then I googled it and I found that it was true. So it kind of bummed me out a little bit, and I was actually thinking whether I should talk about it today or not, because it's not really an episode, me just reacting to this sad news. But then I thought, if I can't talk about things that are on my mind, then what's the use of having a personal blog, and why should I have one? So yeah, I was going to share some pictures from the Notre Dame, from my visit to the Notre Dame in September last year, as part of my, because that was the first day in Paris. So the second half of the day I was around Notre Dame, and I loved telling people that my hotel was like within 10 minutes walk of the cathedral. But yeah, so I'll share those pictures and the video from there. But that's like, it's you can ask, like, why am I sad? You can easily say to Sunny, why are you sad? Because you're not Christian, you're not Gothic, you don't live in Paris, you're not French or whatever. But it is a little bit sad. I don't know why. But I've not even been inside. I did not even go inside while I was there because, as you say, I'm not Christian, I'm not Gothic, and I was going to go there in another trip. But still, human beings, we live by symbols. So all these huge buildings, great buildings, these things and works of art, we create them in order to lift ourselves out of the ordinary, mundane, day-to-day life and aspire for something greater, something bigger. So that was like a signal, that was a symbol of magnificence. That building, it still is. They have committed to rebuilding it. The President Macron of France, he has committed to rebuilding this. But well, I hope they do, and I hope it's still as magnificent as it was. My favorite part of that was there's a garden in the back, like kind of like a park in the back, quite big, and lots of benches there, and you can just sit there and look at the cathedral and just relax. And this is something that I liked in the French people, because wherever they have planned these things, no matter how huge, how magnificent something is, or whether it's a piece of art or whether it's something just like a garden, they always plan for some place for people to sit and relax, or to have some food, or to walk. So it's always like a part of the quality of life, rather than just something pretty to look at. So I quite admire that in the French people. This is pretty much all I have to say today, because I hope I'll have a better episode tomorrow. Tomorrow the dentist visit, so can't guarantee anything. But yeah, I'll show you the pictures that I took there on the first day. It was a really beautiful, magnificent, very imposing building. And in case you don't know, in case you have not been there yet, it's like a small island called Île de la Cité, which means the island of the city, and the Notre Dame is on the edge of that, on the very bank of the, kind of like on the edge of the island. And there's another island right next door, kind of, which is called Île de Saint Louis Island. That is also quite nice. I'll talk about that as well, because it was my favorite island there. It's got only those two islands, and there's another small one which I will also cover in my Paris travel series later on, which is called Île aux Cygnes, Swan Island, Island of the Swans, I think. So yeah, we'll talk about that another time. So right now, just see the pictures and the video that I did while I was there. Hello, it's me again. Yeah, I know you guys are getting bored with all the live videos, but important thing is I am not. So as long as I don't get bored, this will continue. So as you can see, let me get that in the frame. Yeah, that's the Notre Dame de Paris, the famous cathedral that I showed you before. And let me show you something very interesting. There we go. So
You see, that is the cathedral, and there is a bridge that connects it to the mainland. And then looky there. Yes, what's that? That, my friends, is the body of water between two islands. Yes, you heard me right. This one, where the cathedral, where Notre Dame is situated, is called l'Île de la Cité, as in island of the city. And this one on our right is a different island called l'Île Saint Louis, as in, yeah, you guessed it right, St. Louis Island. And they are so close together that the water between them is bridged with a small bridge, which I remember my geography right would be called the Pont St. Louis Bridge. But we'll find out later when I go over there later. We will cross that bridge when we reach it.
Thank you very much for watching. This is day 31 and I hope to see you tomorrow in better spirits. Bye.